That's so hard. I'm sure, oh, who would it be? It's so hard to know these things. There's so many people that I really like a lot, but Katie Lang.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Jason. Our next call is from Andrew, and Andrew's calling from Manitoba, Canada. Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
Do you have a question for Cher?
Yeah, Cher, I think you're the best. I wanted to know what inspired you to become a singer, and how can you inspire people like me?
Well, everyone was clapping. I didn't hear you.
Andrew, can you repeat your question?
To become a singer, and how can you inspire people like me?
Well, I don't know about inspiration because I think that all I can do to inspire you is to be the best version of me I can be. And so in some way, if I'm the best version of me I can be, then maybe that will inspire you to be the best version of you you can be.
There you go. Yeah. Good answer. Our next call is coming from Washington, and it's Heidi. Hello, Heidi.
Hi. Hi, Cher.
Hi.
I've read that you suffered from chronic fatigue syndrome, and I was wondering if and how you ever recovered.
Yeah, I had it. I mean, it still stays in your body, but I had it for about 3 or 4 years, and I was a really low point in my life and in my career. And not only was it awful, but you go to doctors and they're going, oh, you know, it's in your mind and you're nuts, and you're also really tired and you can't get out of bed and you're sick all the time. I went to a holistic doctor named Saram Khalsa in Beverly Hills. And by the time I'd gone to him, actually I had pneumonia, and he said, I hate to say this after knowing you for 5 minutes, but you've got pneumonia and you're really sick. And he brought me back, and it was all through just holistic and homeopathic medicines and vitamins and all kinds of, you know, new wave, or I don't know if it's new wave, but just kind of natural medicine.
But it worked for you.
Yeah.
That's good. Was that before it was established what chronic fatigue syndrome was?
Well, I had the Epstein-Barr virus. When I went off to do witches, I think, they give you a blood test, and they give you kind of a stupid little physical that doesn't mean anything if you're going to make a movie. You could be dying, and they go, yeah, you pass. But they gave me this blood test, and they called to tell me that I had Epstein-Barr, and I just said, so I called my doctor, who was a friend of mine. I said, I have Epstein-Barr. What does that mean? And he said, well, how do you feel? And I said, well, I feel great. And he said, it means nothing. And then about 3 years later, it pretty much kicked me to the curb.
Wow. It's so easy to just be exhausted doing what you do, though.
No. You know what? Wow. This is, I mean, I don't want to be too political, but I might have to lapse into it. But the president is doing this thing with this Dr. Bressler, David Bressler, who the president wants to put homeopathic and new age medicine into Medicare and into the health system.
So great.
So I think that I don't know if he's going to try to sneak it in. I think he's actually going to try to, push it in, and I think it would be great because there's so much to be learned from medicine, and that is not, we have to learn from all cultures. We have to learn from all people. I just think that it's important to have other methods and other avenues to explore.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, definitely. Thank you for your call. Our next caller is Darla, and Darla is calling from Maryland. Hello, Darla.
Hi. Hi, Cher.
Hi.
My question to you is, after all these years of performing, what is it like to walk out in front of an audience of people that adore you? Do you still get nervous, or are you used to it?
Well, I get really nervous sometimes, but I usually don't walk out into an audience of people who hate me because usually they don't buy tickets. So, but I mean, no, it's really fun. I mean, I had such a good time on the tour, and going, to see everybody, and I kind of can see everybody. It's really weird. I know this is going to sound really stupid, but I can go into an audience of 30,000 or 20,000 people, and I see everybody in the audience. It's like I feel everyone in the audience. So it gives me unbelievable energy and this just feeling of being very tall, and and yet, like tonight, my friend Shawnee and I were doing, Shawnee's on Will and Grace, And we were right before we went on, Shawnee was like, he was shaking, and I said, I'm a little nervous, Sean. And he went, I'm a little nervous, Cher. So, I mean, I think that nerves are good because I don't trust people who don't get a little nervous. You know?
There you go.
I think it means you care.
Yeah.
Or you're sick.
Are you guys nervous? Yeah. A little nervous, right? Yeah. Thank you for your call. And our next caller is Theresa. Teresa's calling from Kentucky. Hi, Theresa.
Hi.
Hi, you have a question?
Yeah. With all the controversy here surrounding Napster right now, what is your stand on it?
Well, you know, it's a new frontier, and I think like all new frontiers that big companies are going to have to kind of wake up and smell the coffee and get together with the young, this new way of doing things, this new business, this new internet thing, and they're going to have to come together. And you know, and I don't know which one is right. I just know what is, and I'm really pragmatic about those kind of things. What is, and so the big companies are going to have to get it together and make some sort of a coalition with everyone. I don't know how I feel. I feel like I don't know that it's fair to take something that someone works really hard for and give it away for free. I don't think that's very American. But on the other hand, I think that it is happening, so maybe there has to be a compromise, or maybe there has to be a new solution. Sometimes when you have a problem, it just gives you the advantage of coming up with something new and better. So maybe it can be that.
Shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your call. Now, I'm going to ask a question that one of your fans emailed in to your website. And this question comes from Judy Mayberry of Scott City, Missouri. And her question is, I would like to know if you ever wished that you could go back and change to just being you and not being a celebrity.
Well, the truth is, I've always been me. I mean, even before people knew it, I was me.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, in my house, I was always a celebrity, you know? I mean, I was always Cher before people got hip to what that meant. But, you know... But there's been a lot of times in my life that I wish I wasn't famous because it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Sure.
But it has nothing to do, it's not really about people, it's more about the lack of privacy and press. You know, that's the problem.